Good evening, good morning, or good day. I don't know which part of the country of the world you are, and you are my subscriber or you are a returning subscriber. I'm greeting you guys all. So my update this evening, as a Nigeria, this evening is concerning the burial of Dorothy Johanna, one of the kidnapped students of Greenfield University, Kaduna. Families of one of the Greenfield University students, Dorothy, just like I say, Johanna, that gunmen killed in Kaduna State, have been laid to rest today. Family members, church members, many people were mourning. There was mourning, and lamentations in the faces of all the people that were present at the Evangelical Church Winning All ECWA today in Kaduna State. She was among the 3 students that were first killed by these bandits, and after that, I think 2 days after, 2 more students were killed. And you cannot actually figure out or configure it in your mind what these bandits really want, that they'll just go and kidnap innocent students. I mean, these guys, they don't have any political affiliation. They are just youngsters who have bright future. They were arrested, and nothing much was done about their kidnap. Nothing much was done to rescue them, and they were murdered in cold blood. And so many also are in captivity, and we don't know what will become of them. It's such a sad event. It's so sad what is going on in Nigeria now. It's only God that will help us. So she has been killed and she has been buried, like 2 others also. 4 others that were killed also will soon be buried. Wherever you are, we are praying that God will save us from the hand of those that want to take this country to ransom. Bandits, gunmen, hoodlums, whatsoever name tag that they bear, or that they are, that they are known or they are called, God will definitely deliver us from these people who wants to hold this country to ransom. The blood of these slain civilians, these slain boys and girls, men and women, students, will definitely speak. Their blood will continue to speak until justice is served. In another development also, remember the Lagos pure water seller or pure water hawker, she's an amputee, called Mary Daniel. Today, the latest development today reads that Lagos State has detected lies in the claim of Mary Daniel. Mary Daniel claimed that she was killed in an accident. She became an amputee because she lost a leg in an accident that killed all passengers, including her parents, when she was a teenager. It has now been discovered by the Lagos State government that is untrue, it's false. Last week or last 2 weeks, this Mary Daniel became a sensation. Pictures of her selling water at Oshodi emerged on social media and attracted sympathy from Nigerians across the world. Daniel, in an interview, this Mary Daniel, she claimed she was an orphan with a baby and an aged grandmother to fend for. She narrated how life dealt her several blows. She had to drop out of school and hit the streets to make ends meet. Following her pathetic story and how she narrated it, Nigerians started donating money through her bank account. Some made public with, she made almost or more than 25 million naira was raised for her. This prompted the state government to Lagos State government to immediately shelter her to prevent criminals from taking advantage of her sudden fortune. A few days ago, a celebrity birthday party was held in her honor, featuring many cakes. If you look at the picture, she dressed well. She was no longer the regular, pure water hawker. She dressed like a celebrity, like an Hollywood actress. Photo shoot among others. All was going well for this Mary Daniel until the state government discovered on today is Friday, discovered yesterday that her father was still alive. Her father is still alive. It was also detected that she was amputated from birth. It was gathered also that the governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, immediately handed her over to officials of the social welfare for investigation. Following revelations, her case was staged. Daniel, it was gathered, was receiving strange calls from those who helped her to stage her story with threats to reveal the truth unless she gave them their share of the money. It was learned the governor of Lagos State, Sam Olu, handed her over to officials of welfare in the presence of the police and some Kogi leaders who attested her father was alive. It wasn't it enough for her to tell the public that she needed help. Instead of cooking up lies, she would have said that yes, she's an amputee and she needed help, instead of framing up stories that her father, who is alive now, that her father is dead and she was involved in an accident. The people that help her cook up her story, now she's back to square one. There's one saying I have from my friend: one step forward, 10,000 times backward. Can we say is what has just happened to Mary Daniel and the people who helped her to cook, to deceive the public? It's okay to help someone who is an amputee. It's okay to help an amputee who is not just begging and complaining because she's disabled. She was able to sell pure water. But why would she tell lies that her father is there while her father is still alive? Commissioner of Police in Lagos, Hakeem Odumosu, told the nation the young woman was in the custody of officials of the social welfare and not the police, as earlier reported by social media news breakers. The police were there, but she was not handed over to us. That was what the police commissioner said. She was handed over to social welfare. There were irregularities and lies in the account of her life she gave. It was discovered that, contrary to her claim that her parents died during an accident that left her amputated, it was discovered that her father is very much alive and that she was amputated from birth. It was also discovered that her presence in Oshodi was staged. Those working with her played on the intelligence of Nigerians to get donations for her. Her presence in Oshodi was staged. Now she will have been able, this is why people find it difficult to help beggars these days. You don't know who is a real beggar and you don't even know who is not a real beggar. Beggars now we find in the streets, in all the streets in Nigeria. Some of them are real businessmen and women. They just need to do business. I heard of a story of one beggar, a certain beggar who made fortune with begging. He built house, he bought cars, and the people that he was exploiting will just look, have some kind of empathy, and they are giving them money, and they are using it to build house, buy cars, and they are still on those their favorite spots. So it's so sad that Mary Daniel, whom Nigerians all over the world, they considered her, they made several donations, and she has made it difficult for us now to recognize who is really in need of money. Yes, she needs money. She's an amputee and she was also selling pure. But now that it is staged, now that she lied that her father is there while her father is still alive, it's so sad and it's aching. So what is your stake? First of all, may the Lord give the family of Dorothy the fortitude to bear the loss. One of the Greenfield University students that was murdered by bandits. And what is your take on Mary Daniel lies that got uncovered?